Nobody was ready for what happened last night. Security cameras outside a private restaurant in Shanghai captured something that has since sent the internet into a complete spiral. Dylan Wang, standing alone in the cold, visibly emotional, tears streaming down his face after what witnesses are now confirming was a secret, hours-long meeting with Shen Yue. No cameras were invited. No PR teams were present. Just the two of them, behind closed doors. And whatever conversation unfolded inside those walls was clearly heavy enough to bring one of China's most composed leading men to his knees, emotionally speaking. And the footage, it's everywhere now. If you are new here and you love keeping up with everything Dishin, hit that subscribe button right now because we cover every single development as it happens, and today's video is one you absolutely cannot afford to miss. Now let's get into it, because the story has layers that most people are completely overlooking. The meeting itself was not supposed to be public knowledge. Sources close to both parties have confirmed that this was arranged quietly through back channels, with both teams agreeing that there would be zero media presence. No coordinated outfits, no stage pap walk, nothing. This was raw, private, and deeply personal, which makes what happened outside afterward all the more significant. Witnesses at the scene described Dylan sitting in his car for nearly 20 minutes before finally stepping out. He stood there, phone in hand, not moving, just staring into the distance like a man who had just had the most important conversation of his life and was still trying to process every single word of it. That is when onlookers noticed his eyes. Red, wet, unmistakably the eyes of someone who had been crying, or was still crying, or was fighting with everything in him not to cry anymore. This is not a man performing emotions for a camera. This was caught candidly, in the dark, when he thought no one was watching. And that changes everything about how we need to read this moment, because here is what people are forgetting. Dylan Wang does not cry in public. He never has. Through every rumor, every breakup headline, every agency statement, every fan theory, this man has maintained a wall of composure so consistent that it became almost mythological. His poker face is legendary. His interviews are controlled. His public appearances are measured. So when the walls come down like this, when the mask slips in a parking lot at midnight, you know that whatever happened behind those doors touched something so deep that even Dylan Wang could not hold it together. Now the question everyone is asking, what exactly was said in that room? We are not going to pretend we have a recording, because we don't. But between the eyewitness accounts, the timeline of events, and everything we know about where both Dylan and Shen Yue currently stand in their personal lives, a picture is beginning to form. And it is not a simple one. This was not a business meeting. People do not cry like that after a business meeting. This was not a casual catch-up between former co-stars. Former co-stars do not arrange secret late-night dinners with zero media presence and emerge looking like their entire world just shifted. This was a conversation about something unfinished, something unresolved, something that has clearly been sitting between them for a long time, growing heavier with every month that passes and every headline that tries to bury the connection these two share. And Shen Yue's side of the story, she was seen leaving separately nearly 40 minutes before Dylan came outside. Her driver pulled around. She stepped in quickly, head down, and the car was gone before anyone could get a clear look at her face. But the people who did catch a glimpse, they say she didn't look like someone who just had a light, breezy dinner. She looked like someone who had made a decision, or had just heard something that forced her to make one. The timing of this meeting is also something we need to talk about, because it did not happen in a vacuum. This comes just weeks after Dylan's last public appearance, where fans noticed he looked noticeably quieter than usual. No signature smile, no playful energy, the kind of quiet that people who know him well immediately flagged as something being off. And now we know why. He knew this meeting was coming. He had been carrying the weight of it, and anyone paying close enough attention could see it on his face before any of us even knew there was a meeting to talk about. Shen Yue, meanwhile, had been keeping an unusually low profile herself. Minimal social media activity, a handful of professional commitments, nothing more. People have been speculating about what was going on with her for weeks, throwing every kind of theory at the wall, new project in development, health concerns, family matters, but nothing quite fit. Until now. Because what if the reason she went quiet is the same reason he went quiet? What if both of them, independently, were bracing for a conversation they knew they needed to have but were not sure either of them was ready for? That secret meeting starts to look a lot less random when you line everything up. And then there is the location itself. The restaurant they chose is not random either. It is a place that carries weight, a venue with a level of privacy and discretion that would not be chosen unless the people making the reservation specifically needed the world to stay out. You do not go to that kind of place for closure over something small. You go there when the conversation you are about to have is the kind that could change the direction of your life. Dylan Wang has spent the last year of his life in the public eye being asked, directly and indirectly, about Shen Yue, about what they were, about what they are now, about whether there is a future. And every single time he has navigated those questions with the grace and deflection of someone who is protecting something. Protecting her. Protecting himself. Protecting whatever thread of something still exists between them that has not yet been decided. Last night, it feels like that thread pulled taut. What was said, what was decided, what those tears were about, we may not know everything right now. But one thing is impossible to deny after everything we saw last night. Dylan Wang is not over this. Whatever Shen Yue means to him, whatever the story is between them, it is not finished. A man who is truly over something does not stand in a cold parking lot at midnight with tears on his face. He just goes home. Stay with us, because this story is only just beginning to unravel, and we are going to be here for every single moment of it. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think was said in that room? And if you are not subscribed yet, now is the time, because you do not want to be the last one to know when the next chapter of this drops. Eyes,